What is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video, and in this video today, guys, we're going to be talking about the top 10 budget cards in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. Now, budget is such an interesting term because it's like, what does it mean? Well, I kind of say budget to me is value. Okay, so what are the top 10 value cards in MyTEAM? But I want to keep it budget, so we're going to keep it under 25,000 MT because it's hard. I mean, you look at the cards that are under 5,000 MT, and it's basically just all very mediocre players. There's really just not much here when you really look at it. So I gotta, go a little bit above what I maybe want to or what I'd maybe recommend. But, these are going to be my top 10 budget options in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. Now, here's the deal. It's still going to be value. So, guy number 10 on my list is going to be super cheap. But there might be some cards higher on it that are a little bit more expensive, but that I just think are a little bit better. So, starting off at number 10, we're going to plug in Shaun Livingston. Now, he's one of going to be the cheaper options on my list, and he actually could have made an appearance when it comes down to he could have made an appearance on my best player at each price. There's just certain people that I accidentally leave off or that I forget about just because there's so many cards in my team. But here's the deal with Shaun Livingston. 3,000 MT, and you might even be able to get the card for cheaper. That's what's to like about Shaun Livingston. Now, offensively speaking, he's not great. But on the defensive end of the court, he's going to compete for you. So let's say at the shooting guard position, you're going to have somebody higher on my list. But I'm just going to throw out a name that can maybe get you a bucket. So let's say your shooting guard is, I'm just going to throw out a guy, Lance Stephenson. Okay, he's going to be on the list later on. He can go and get you a bucket. So if you have Lance Stephenson or a guy like Ricky Davis, for example, then Shaun Livingston is a perfect point guard to run because he can guard, man. He can play some D. He can hold some D. And for 3,000 MT, a card that definitely belongs on my list. At number 9, we're plugging in the Amethyst Bol Bol card for right under 10,000 MT. Might even be able to get him for, 7,000 MT. But here's what Bol Bol is going to do. Here's what he's going to provide for you guys. He's 7'2". He's 7'2". The rest is going to take care of itself. Now, look, I know. He's going to get bullied. I know his defense is not going to be great, but he's 7'2". Him being 7'2" can make up for a lot. It really can. Now, again, he's going to get dogged on the interior. He's not complete at all. I get it. He's not perfect. There's nobody. I'm definitely not trying to argue that. But at 7'2", with his ability to shoot, with Hall of Fame catch and shoot and a decent release, that by itself holds value, no matter how you put it. Here we're going to get pretty expensive at number 8 in the Diamond Ron Artest. A great 3-and-D option if you are balling on a budget for 25,000 MT, 23,000 MT. One right here, 6'6". 3-ball is not great at a 79. Driving dunk's not great. Ball handle's not great. But look at this. 91 perimeter, 87 interior. Comes with an 89 lateral quickness, Hall of Fame challenger, opal, pest, and workhorse. Those are some great badges for a Diamond Ron Artest card. I mean, no matter how you phrase it, those are some really, really, really solid badges. So when I'm looking at a card in like a Ron Artest, I want a guy that has a good release, which he does, that plays great defense. He has those things. Now, do I wish his 3-ball might be a little bit higher? Sure. I mean, there's always things you can pick out and be like, man, I wish this was a little bit better. But when you look at the card top to bottom, he is very, very solid in my team. Coming in here at number 7 for me, we got the Amethyst George Muresan. He's going to do one thing for you and one thing really well. He's 7'7". He's 7'7". Now, I'm high on George Muresan because I played him in Triple Threat Online and he was honestly dogging me. He was. And combine that with the fact that he's not going to get mashed, there's a lot to like it at a George Muresan, man. There really is. Because he's tall, he's long, he's lengthy. As long as speed doesn't matter. So in like Triple Threat, speed really doesn't matter. And clutch time, speed really doesn't matter. In those modes, George Muresan is extremely valuable, and you can argue maybe even the best center in the entire game. And I know that's maybe over-exaggerating it, but he can score on anybody being 7'7". I'm telling you guys, if you want to cheese, pick up George Muresan. you're going to be able to have a lot of success with the card. Up next here at number 6, we're plugging in Franz Wagner. Now, for Franz Wagner, the reason I like him is, first off, he shouldn't be as cheap as he is. The fact that he's 4,000 MT, 3,000 MT is crazy because you want a small forward that can do it all on the court. Franz Wagner is your guy. He could even be number 1 on my list. I like him that much. His release is good. Defensively holds it down. He's 6'9". He's just a hooper. I love Franz Wagner in my team. I love honestly watching him in real life too. So maybe this is some real life bias, but I do think the card is really solid in my team. And again, I've said it a lot and I say it again. I need to find minutes for him on my no money spent. I have to. He is that good. He needs a spot on that squad. At number 5, one of the newer players on this list, one of the newer centers added to my team, Nikola Vucevic. Now, this isn't the typical Vucevic that is a one-trick offensive pony. This Vuce can hold some deep. Now, I'm not saying his defense is going to be next world. I'm not going to say it's going to be the best defense in the game is at the center position. But he does have power forward eligibility as well. 6'7", 87 3-ball, decent enough release. Can handle the ball decently. Defensively, very solid. It's just his speed is a little bit low. If his speed would be in the upper 70s, I would be really high on Vuce. The speed is a little low for my liking. Acceleration a little low. Vertical is at a 59, which is scary. There are some downsides to Vuce, but I will say, I personally think the positives outweigh the negatives, and that is why he's at number 5 on this list. At number 4 is going to be a card that I'm probably higher on than most people, and that is the Diamond Latrell Sprewell. Why I didn't run this card in quals, I still don't know to this day. Like, he's a nearly perfect card for 20,000 MT. 6'5", 86 3-ball, 90 driving dunk, 86 ball handle, 77 block, 85 steal, 89 perimeter, 82 interior, 89 speed, 90 lateral quickness. Tell me where the flaws are at with Latrell Sprewell, please. I'm begging you. There's no flaws. Hall of Fame challenger, menace, off-ball pest. 22 gold badges, including master, posterizer, comeback kid, slippery, off-ball, clamp breaker, ankle brace, chase the artist, clamps, pick dodger. The defensive badges go on and on. Mind you, he still has silver quick first step and bronze handles for days and glove. I'm in love with Latrell Sprewell. He's probably going to be on my no money spent for a very long time. I had Latrell really high, I'm pretty sure, on my top 100 list as well, because I absolutely love that card. Another really budget option here, coming in at number 3, we're plugging in Anfernee Simons. Look, name another better budget point guard in my team, and no, Shaun Livingston is not your answer. Anfernee Simons can get the job done at any level, and he's only 5,000 MT. Good 3-ball, driving dunk, ball handles, all okay. Defensively, can hold it down. 85 lateral quickness. That's his flaw, is the defensive end of the court. But his defense isn't bad enough to really, in my opinion, even call it a flaw. Let's look at some of the other budget point guard options. Dennis Smith Jr., gross. Kyle Lowry, gross. DeJounte Murray, too expensive. Alex Caruso, too expensive. Terry Rozier, gross. It's really Anfernee Simons and the rest. I mean, Kemba Walker, gross. I don't even know if he's a budget option. And then who else you got? Jordan Clarkson, gross. Dragic is okay if you want to run the Diamond Gordon Dragic. But it's like, that's really it. And so, yes, I'm pretty high on Anfernee Simons all the way up at number 3. At number 2, we're plugging in Diamond Lance Stephenson. Are you guys surprised that I'm plugging in Lance Stephenson or no? Because I wouldn't be. I mean, you look up and down the stats and badges of Lance Stephenson. He deserves this spot, man. As far as all-around shooting guards are concerned, Lance Stephenson is up there. 83 3-ball, 85 driving dunk, 90 ball handle. Defensive stats, all above an 83 with an 88 steal and perimeter. Good rebounder, which is undervalued, underrated. 90 speed and lateral quickness, as well as having Hall of Fame challenger, slithery, off-ball pest, and rebound chaser for a shooting guard. Sign me up every day of the week for Lance Stephenson. I'll always take how he plays with that grit on my team every day of the week. At number 1, as my top shooting guard, as my top overall player, I don't know why I said shooting guard, I'm getting used to saying that, is Amethyst Jarrett Allen. The card I quick sold on my No Money Spent Squad series is number 1 when it comes down to budget players. Now again, yes, just grind out the pink diamond Joel Embiid. That's what I would suggest. But outside of that, I like Jarrett Allen, man. Great release, good 3-ball, standing dunk, driving dunk is good, interior is good enough, good speed, lateral quickness. The card is nearly perfect. I might buy him back on my no money spent, but I feel like that's going against me quick selling him, so I really can't. But if I'm at you guys and I'm no money spent, this is definitely a card that I would recommend picking up. That is going to wrap it up for my video though today, guys. Hopefully each and every guys did enjoy it. Remember, all of these guys, if they made the list, are good. Bol Bol, to Jarrett Allen, to Shaun Livingston, to Lance Stephenson, to Anfernee Simons. All of these guys are good. All of these guys can play. So if you just started my team, make sure to watch this and hopefully it can help you guys out. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are doing. As always, man, I love you guys and have a blessed day.